Yo, what's good? It's your boy TRENT, and I'm back one more again. This time I'm back with a brand new, not music reaction, but my first top 10 list of 2024. And I was on Twitter, you dig, and it was a big conversation about which rapper dropped the best third album by the artist. And this list only gonna consist of the artists that they put on this list. And if y'all don't know the list, this is the list right here. Well, anywho, before I break down my personal top three, we're going to go through the whole list. We're going to go from 10 all the way to 1. I want to see what y'all think about these artists, what y'all think about the albums. Make sure y'all stay to the end. Make sure y'all subscribe. And if y'all disagree or agree, let me know in the comments. So let's check this out. Yeet. So I showed y'all the list. It's actually 9 artists, you dig. Y'all can see, you dig. And but for the number 10 spot, because there's not a 10th artist, I'm gonna say the number 10 is for honorable mentions, whatever y'all think. But I think the number 10 spot will go to Jay-Z. Everybody know his third album is probably when he was the most recognized, and that's the Blueprint 2. You know what I'm saying? I believe, no, that's the Blueprint. That's number 10. But let's go to this list. So y'all already know number 9 to me personally is the Eminem Show. Y'all got to think about it. He had songs like Cleaning Out My Closet, you know what I'm saying, which was one of his biggest hits. You dig? What else he had? He had Soldier, you know what I'm saying? He also had Without Me. This probably my favorite Eminem song of all time. Superman. Curtain Close. So the reason I picked this as number 9 is because Eminem came out in the early 2000s, and he was around, even though he sold a lot of records or whatnot, he came out around the time when it was Nelly on top, Jay-Z on top, you had Ludacris, you had Ja Rule, you had a whole bunch of artists that was on top doing their thing. And Eminem, just like they say today, he was probably the one I least gravitated to, but this was a dope album. Basically, the 2000s was a good list, but that was early in my hip-hop bag. That's before I could understand what it was. So on my personal list, I got Eminem Show as number 9. Tell me where y'all got the Eminem Show. You dig? Let's go to the next. Number 8 on the list will have to be Outkast, Aquemini. Just like they had songs like Rosa Parks. Y'all remember that? They had the art of storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Part 1 and part 2. You dig? The best song on the album to me. Y'all remember this? So we're going to go through the reason I got this number 8, because just like I said with the Eminem album, it was early 2000s, but this third album came out in the 90s. I was listening to hip hop, but I was too young for it. And this is actually not my favorite Outkast album, but it was definitely a dope album. It's considered a classic, but you got to think about it. They had ATLiens before that. That was a dope album. They had Southern Playalistic. To me, their third album wasn't their best album. They reached their peak for us popularity success, but musically it wasn't better than their first two albums. That's the only reason I got this as number 8. But this next artist, y'all gonna see why I got them as number 7. Stay tuned. Number 7 is, y'all know the Barb's gonna say, Nicki Minaj. She had songs like that. Intro was dope. The intro, All Things Go, was dope. Feeling Myself.
Yo, B, they ready.
There was peak Nicki right here. There was peak Nicki with Beyonce. Come on now.
I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself.
Then she had this one with the big 3. YMCMB, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Drake, Chris Brown, Lil
Wayne. I never fuck Drake. All my life, man, fuck's sake.
I like this song with Jeremiah Favorite. She had Buy a Heart with Meek Mill.
Anybody wanna buy a heart? Anybody wanna buy a heart?
One of the biggest songs on the album. Just like WAP got y'all in a surprise. Anaconda did the same thing first. Pills and Potions was a hit. But my favorite song on the album was Bed of Lies. That was like some real deep meditation type record featuring Skylar Grey. Big Daddy with Meek Mill. Y'all remember this was around the time she was dating Meek Mill at the time.
You heard that right there?
She had Truffle Butter. Another one with the big 3. This was actually one of her best piece of work, you know what I'm saying? But I liked it, Pink Friday, the first original Pink Friday, better, you know what I'm saying? Then I like this album. I even like the Roman Revenge album better. This was a cool third solid app. That's why she's number 7. Out of all the list, she didn't beat out none of the other rappers, but to me, she definitely put a stamp in the game. This was a dope third album. But let's see who number 6 is. Tell me where y'all got Nicki Minaj, by the way. Number 6 is no other than Jermaine Cole. You dig? Around this time, it was like 2014, and even though he put out dope projects like Friday Night Lights and Born Sinner, this album was the album that made me a fan of J. Cole. Cause at first I was like, yeah, J. Cole, he can rap, but he was boring to me. He wasn't on my top at that time. But this album made me like look at him different. He songs like this. Come on, Wet Dreams. What about Fire Squad? What about GOMD? And it's put it like he produced a lot of this stuff too, so it's like, damn, J. Cole was in his bag around this time, you know what I'm saying? This is, to me, a classic album. Then y'all remember No Role Models? One of the best songs ever that any hip-hop artist had made, Love Yours, when he was talking about fuck they life, love your life. You know what I'm saying? And for a person who made a song like Crooked Smiles, he always spoke from a humble perspective. And shout out to J. Cole. He came roll with us like 2 weeks ago with Trey Day. He very humble in real life, so it's dope to see a rapper with top-notch bars that can still be humble. But this will go down as number 6. I don't blame y'all if y'all got it higher, but I want to know where y'all got J. Cole on this list. Let's go to number 5. Number 5, your boy K-Dot. I know he the big dog right now, but around this, and it's crazy because I didn't even consider this at the time, his third album. To me, this was his second album that I know about him. Of course, he came out with Good Kid, Mad City, but I think they counted, what's that first one? What is it called? Section 80. Section 80 was supposed to be, I thought it was a mixtape, but it was his first album. I wasn't on that wave yet, but when he came out with this, it was so fucking masterpiece the way he put it together. Wesley's Theory. It made you think. Come on, he came on there with For Free. You know what I mean? That was a dope record. And King Kunta, which at the time I probably slept on it. I didn't know how big this song would be, especially on the West Coast where all the steppers and everything. This ended up being a dope ass track.
I remember you.
These walls, like the way he like articulated, like he basically brought 90s rap to the 2010s, and this was a definitely dope song. My favorite song, one of my favorite songs on here. I was just now getting into the boat life. You know what I'm saying? This was like my theme song when I wake up. Well, not you, but then he probably made a timeless classic right here. All right, everybody knows. Damn, now I'm going back and look at it. How much a dollar costs? It's on some deep, like you gotta listen to the bars. Like he really rapping, really storytelling. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I like this. He went in. And then y'all know the hit. Y'all know the hit. And I actually like the song better on the album than how they played it on the radio version. So, to me, this was a classic. And like I said, I thought it was his second album, but it happened to be his third. So, it's only right to be in that fifth spot. Then he ended with Mortal Man, and I think he ended the album with him talking to Tupac or having a dream about talking to Tupac. So this was like a masterpiece album, especially with the cover of them in front of the White House. It was definitely a dope album. But we about to go to the top of the top. Go to the Come on now, number 4 on my personal list. When this album came out, I was already a Travis Scott fan. This is one reason why he's number 4. His first album, Rodeo, to me was dope. Birds in the Trap was like probably my favorite Travis Scott album. I think Birds in the Trap is better than this, but after Birds in the Trap, he had to go better. And then he went on some H-Town shit. This Astroworld. I'm from H-Town. We used to go to Astroworld. Come on now. He made a whole world, a whole theme park. Come on, and when that hoe come on, yeah. Then he got Carousel, and y'all know the hit. Come on, bro. When this shit dropped, everybody, come on, he had the Drake on there, bro. Like, he shot it in H-Town. It was a real H-Town video. Sun is down, winter cold. R.I.P. Screw, you know what I'm saying? One thing I like about Travis, no matter how different he is from Houston artists, he always throw in some type of H-Town stuff. Y'all see.
Rest in peace,
Big Pokey. It's like a song he never forgot where he came from, basically. And Stop Trying to Be God was definitely a dope song. I don't know if he was talking to Kanye or whatever, but No Bystanders. Come on, bro.
In a motel laying with my stash.
R.I.P. Juice
I'm trying to
WRLD.
get revenge. You be all out of love in the end. Spent 10 hours on this flight, man.
Come on, bro. This album hard.
Ain't no fight plans. Can't believe whatever I'm saying. And ain't no whenever I plan. Yeah. Fuck the club. Fuck the club. Fuck the club.
Then he had Skeletons. This hoe was hard too. Like, bro, this whole album really could play it all the way through. You had Wake Up, 5% Tint. That was on some H-Time shit, on some Southern shit. Yosemite, Can't Say, Butterfly Effect, which I didn't even think was gonna make this album. It was the first single after. This song actually could have been on Birds in the Trap, but it was part of, you know what I'm saying? Astroworld. Then Houston Fornication, Coffee Bean. So basically, the reason why this number 4, cause if you a young G from Houston, this gonna go down as a classic in our world. This gonna go down as a classic. It's one you could still play to this day. Even though he did well with Utopia, one thing I like about Travis, his albums do sound different. He on that Kanye vibe where every album is different, unique, but this will definitely be a classic. But let's go to number 3. We about to go to number 3. These videos might get a little longer, man. If y'all don't know what number 3, see what's left. Y'all know what's about to be. Number 3. What was y'all at when this came out? All you had to do is press play. And to me, I'm a big Future fan, bro. Like, I love Pluto as the first album. I love Honest. Honest probably my favorite Pluto Future album. But when he came out with DS2, it was like the world caught on. Like, everybody was on him, but it was like he took over. He was like the big dog. Everybody he had, come on, bro. He made niggas go buy Gucci flip-flops to fuck your bitch. Like, niggas, Gucci ran out of fucking flip-flops because niggas was buying these hoes after this. It was the first song. So you know what type of shit he was on. Made them look like. I just took a piss and I seen coding coming out. And then he came through with I Stir the Bass, which was kind of, when I first heard it, I was like, man, I fuck with it. But then he came out with him and Drake link up. I hate that they going through what they going through, but when him and Drake linked up, it was automatically a banger. How y'all deny this, bro? Come on, straight through. Then he went from Groupies to Lil Ones. I like that one. But then he came with, come on. This another hit. We already 3 hits in. And then, oh, come on, bro. Like, the club was playing all this shit back to back. Rotation. But this is my favorite song on the album. When this show dropped, come on, bro. I remember, man, Paige was just turning 1. That's my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I was pulling up to the B-Day party. I was like,
jump out of nowhere, nigga. Like I'm a slave master. I pull a 2-zip, nigga. I'm feeling way better. I'm feeling way better. I'm feeling way better. I'm feeling way better. I'm feeling way better.
And who forget about this? You can't forget about this. Blow a bag. Come on.
I woke up feeling like fucking nothing.
Colossal was dope, but then y'all remember this?
Yeah.
Research. Blood on the Money was cool. Trap Niggas was cool. And everything. Percocet in the stripper joint, that was cool. That's a classic. Like at the time I didn't think it was, but this is one of the songs that stay in rotation. You know what I mean?
I get
Come on, Real Sisters. Think about how many hits I named out this album. Come on now. Know the Meaning was on some player shit. He was talking about when Esco got locked up 56 nights. Y'all remember Future was on that mixtape Run before he dropped this. He was telling y'all know the meaning. And he ended the album with a hit.
That's some shit that you don't do. I'ma stay rap for my real niggas. That's just some shit that I'm gonna do. Fuck all the commas. Let's fuck up some commas, nigga. Let's fuck up some commas. Do this shit wrong.
Hey, so we already at the last two. Before I give y'all number one, I might as well give y'all number two. And if y'all know me, y'all been watching me, y'all been subscribing to me. Come on now. It's only your boy, D-Boy, Big Scorpio. Come on, where y'all was at when this came out? Everybody, all the younger people say this a classic. He came out with Tuscan Leather. Bro, this one of the hardest intros in hip-hop history. This is like, I'm talking about from the 90s, 80s, whatever period of time you could think of. This is one of the hardest intros of all time. Tuscan Leather, bro. I was working in men warehouse, pushing motherfucking clothes around. Listen to this shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna play out. Then he went to further things, you know what I'm saying? Dove a little deeper. Then at the time, it was the hit. It was the hit. Y'all know where y'all was at.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole.
Wu-Tang Forever, he got his little respect. But I like how he flipped this one. He flipped the Wu-Tang track. That was on some real hip-hop shit. Own It. Dog, I love that song, bro. He was on his melodic type shit. But this one, worse. Worse Behavior, when he dropped that hoe, it just came on, nigga just started spazzing.
Worst. Motherfucker never loved her. Fucker never loved her. You ain't know now, you know now. Still at
Dog, this is prime Drake, bro. Niggas talking about that old Drake, this the Drake they miss. And this hoe right here, bro, I don't give a fuck if y'all think it wasn't a hit or not. This hoe was a hit in my house. Janae Aiko on that bitch. And y'all thought he threw us off on this. This one I knew, like, I could fuck with any type of vibe Drake on. Like, bro, this was like early house music. And what about this? Come on, bro. This is one of the hardest songs. This stayed in my rotation. You know what I mean? Connect. Then you had The Language. You know what I'm saying? He's still talking that shit. But this was a hit, even though it wasn't a hit. I rep the 305 to my city. Bro, this classic Drake. And what about this? He always give us a little soulful. Too Much. Pound Cake. He went back and forth with Jay-Z and then he switched the beat on him and you know what I'm saying? He was on some real, come on now, then he did Come Through. Like, I haven't played one skip yet, even though I'm skipping them. I haven't played one skip. You can let your argue. Y'all, this is why he the GOAT to me.
Watch me coming out of the way.
All me. Got everything, I got everything. That nigga was winning around this time. Come on now.
Even know how much I read.
And then The Motion. He ended spazzing out on y'all. But that's my top list. This is the reason why this person about to be the number one. Because if this person wasn't number one, there would be no Drake. There wouldn't be nobody else on this list. And number one goes to number one of all these rappers who dropped the best third album is no other than the Kanye Tuda, bro. Come on, bro. This album classic. I was in motherfucking basic training. Only songs I heard on the bus was Stronger and motherfucking Good Life. And I couldn't wait to get this album. When I got this album, bro, I treated it like it was a motherfucking, like it was my cell phone. You know you can't go nowhere without your cell phone. I couldn't go nowhere without this album. And the people still play this song, Good Morning, to this day.
Good morning.
Come on, the production.
Yes, I did. So I packed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something to show you how we live. Everybody know it, but it ain't that shit.
Come on. This song, the only reason I survived basic training, bro. Can only make me stronger. I felt that way, like you couldn't kill me, only make me stronger. It was my motivation music, man.
I got to be right now, cause I can't get much stronger. Man, I've been waiting all night now. That's how long I've been on ya. Right now.
All them soulful beats.
I wonder if you know.
Where y'all was at with this? And it had my boy T-Pain, bro. I was on a T-Pain run too. One of the hardest songs ever made in hip hop history.
Wait till I get my money right. I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I woke,
I spent that on the necklace.
I told God I'll be back in a second.
Then he went back and forth with Lil Wayne. This around the time Lil Wayne was on fire.
People play paper folk game. If they can't stand it, they want something new.
Drunk and Hot Girls with Mos Def was cool too. That was a dope song. Flashing Lights. I didn't know how big this song would become, but this hoe was dope. And who, come on. Here we go again. Nah, this straight slapping. What about The Glory? Come on, bro. This is pure Kanye, bro.
Yeah.
Now, Homecoming.
Yeah.
Big Brother, which was dedicated to Jay-Z. And I think Jay-Z on his record too. And it was a dope surprise. This is the first time that somebody wasn't mentioning the credits.
Used to be Dame and Big Brother. Who was hip hop brother? Who was no idea friend, no idea.
Good night.
Who is knocking at my door? All the places that I know, jam at them so sunny and
Then Bittersweet, I ended the album. But let me tell y'all the reason why I got that number one. First of all, like I said, this was probably the first time, like, out of all the albums, this was the album that I actually had in my hand physically. And when it came out on DSPs, of course I downloaded it, streamed it, whatnot. But it still play, it still jam. But out of all of the songs that's on all the artists, the key word is which rapper made the best third album. And if y'all notice, I said on a lot of the artists, their second album was my favorite. I liked it. I like another album better than I liked it, the album that they put on these lists. But Kanye West is the only one who third album, I liked it better than his first album and his second album. As much as a Kanye fan, I like the first album better than I like the second album. But the third album, when I was peaked, I had the glasses and everything with the little tints and all that type of shit, and dressing like Kanye. Kanye is the reason why Drake is who he is. The reason why a lot of people want to be like Kanye, make music like him. You know what I'm saying? Like J. Cole, he produced like him. But out of all the artists, I want to know what y'all think about the top 10. I want y'all grade my top 10 list, and also tell me where y'all have the artists and where y'all list is. I want to see y'all suggestions. And this is the first of many top 10 lists. I'm thinking about doing my top 10 Drake albums or Drake projects, top 10 future projects. That's something that's coming down soon. And at the end of the year, y'all know I do my top 10 list of all type of genres. Top 10 best songs of the year, top 10 albums of the year, top 10, I'm gonna do top 10 mixtape. It's gonna be a whole bunch of top 10 shit. So make sure y'all subscribe. Tell me what y'all think. I might catch a vibe on Twitch after this, so make sure y'all go to Twitch. Make sure y'all follow me on every social media, Lil Trent Music. Don't forget to leave your grade or your comment, and I'll catch y'all next time. Till then,